there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into a dish. She's like, hey, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
Pause the TV.
We back. Let's go. What we watching? What did we pause?
It was Pardon My Take. They did a fastest round of golf challenge.
Ooh, like 18, just straight up how fast you
like
can play
18, but like stop the clock, tee to hole.
Okay.
So like the in between getting to the next tee box and like, cause that would be
right. You could pick a course that was way, you know what I mean, it was stacked up on each other as opposed to.
This is no cart either. No cart.
Oh wow, that changes things.
Like the cart is riding
exactly
next to them to give them their clubs, but
he's running the holes.
It's big time. It's like it's not
right. I think you should almost have to carry the clubs. It's like they be next to him to give them yardage, but carrying the clubs is what would get you fucking tired through 18.
Well, also, that's the strategy, you know? You got to set up your next shot.
Right.
Did you play golf this morning?
I did. I woke up with a bad migraine, so I called into work. You know how it goes. Nice. No. But I'm sitting there and it's like raining early in the morning and I'm like, fuck, you know, it's just one of those days. And
Solo Muni?
What? Yeah. And so I go to Dick's Sporting Goods, grab a pair of nice rain gloves for golf, and show up to Muni. I made an 11:30 tee time, and so I get there at about 10 just because I was like, whatever, like got time, you know what I mean? I'll just show up. I go into the clubhouse and the guy's like, wide open whenever you want to go. And I was like, yes, that is exactly why I'm here today. That is 100%. No other reason than that. Let's go. And so I've been playing, not good by any stretch of the imagination, but good for myself. You know what I mean?
Under 100.
Yeah, exactly. Shot a 91 at Spring Valley 2 weekends ago. And so I went out and the first 4 holes just cruising. And then I get behind a guy and he's like, play through. Yes.
Nice.
Well, I started par bogey birdie, something like that. So I was like par through 3. I was like, it
was feeling like a simple game.
So good. And it's so much different when you don't have to wait for each shot. Holy shit. When you can just go up and hit the ball, it's like
at your own pace,
life-changing.
No pressure in front, no pressure in back
at all. Like no pressure. And so I played all the way, played through another one guy, and like he was being weird. Like he was like one of those that like took, not joking, 45 seconds between each swing, like practice swing. And I'm like, I can't wait for this. So I like hit 2 good shots in a row and he's like still way back there. And so I just like finished out the hole and fucking picked up and carried on. I was like, I'm not waiting for this fucking guy to do this. Like there's no way.
Nothing better than the moment when you're standing behind one of your boys who takes forever. Bug Meek, you know we're talking about you.
Oh.
You know, and the look that when you look at someone else, because you're like, all right, it's getting ridiculous.
What are we doing? What could be going through his mind?
I forgot. You made some sort of chirp at someone. I think it was a yawn, maybe. I think you might have hit a yawn.
Oh, yeah.
As like a chirp when someone's taking forever.
It's that or I hit the 10-second free throw count. 1,
That's what it is. That's
2,
what it is.
3. I mean, come on. Let's be real with ourselves. None of us are that good. Yeah, we're just grip it and rip it guys. You go up there and you get the job done. But yeah, so I mean, I get to, I think, hole 15 today, and one lady in front of me, just playing by herself, won't let me play through. And it's like,
tell me about the moment. Did you ask, or she just didn't offer?
I didn't specifically ask, but when your third shot is landing where my first shot is, and I'm like waiting for you on each hole, you would think you would take the not
2
even
seconds.
5 minutes. And I get that it's raining. You're in your push cart. You're trying to go as well, but like, bitch, That was kind of fucked up. And so got stuck behind her in the last 3 holes took like 40 minutes. But other than that, got out in like 2 hours, 40 minutes. Boom.
Yeah, I don't know why she wouldn't want you to play through. It doesn't make sense.
But I mean, it was raining. And so like
if you teed off together, it's like.
Exactly. And that's what like I was trying to like catch her on like the last hole, but like every time I'd be like driving my cart up to the tee box, she'd just be like hitting away. And I'm like, just wait a fucking half second.
Yeah, so you know she's low-key hurrying, grabbing her tees. And
I know.
Shit.
I'm like, what are we like? It's just so fucking annoying. But other than that, great day.
Passive aggressive shit happening on a golf course.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, I don't want to hit into her. Like, if for God forbid I do hit her. No, like guys, I don't really care. But like, if I do hit this girl and like put her down, like, oh my God, it's just us two out here. It's gonna look so bad. You know what I mean? Like, there's just
someone. It came from over there. Someone just hit her.
Nah, I didn't see it. No, it was really like one of those days where there was like nobody out there, so it was like. You didn't even see anybody on the holes next to you. Like, it was just me and her golf. Like, fucking crazy. But shot my best round ever, classic, when no one's there. My 2 best rounds ever are when no one's there. So, but I'm cool with it. I know what I did.
What was it? 80-something?
88. First time I broke 90.
88?
Yeah.
Michael Irvin? Des Bryant?
88. But juiced. I mean, that's a hell of a day. You get out there anytime you can play golf, a full round in 240. It's a nice day.
Now, Jim, let me ask you a couple questions.
Yes.
Here. One, what is your ideal tee time on a Sunday morning?
6:30 a.m.
6:30 a.m.
I mean, you're getting these conditions. These conditions are not
dark here. I think it's dark where we're at.
Yeah, you guys are a little bit further south. That might be it, and it's still a little bit dark here for us. But first of the day. Let's just say that first of the day, because you get these conditions like, and that's the thing that these conditions aren't unattainable out in the wild. You know what I mean? You just gotta be the first to put in, or even 1 through 5 are like you're not waiting for any shots. It's just get it and go. It's that 6th group, 7th group of the day. Stuff gets stacked up.
You're special too. When you show up, no one's even in the parking lot.
Oh, it's so great. You
go in there. It's got that quiet feeling, like you could feel that coffee's being drank.
That's my favorite feeling in the world is knowing no one else is. I mean, the quietness.
The early morning quiet, like indoors, coming out of like a cold, like pre-elementary school type cold nose morning.
Yes, that's so funny.
You just walk into somewhere nice and warm and like it's just so quiet.
Yeah,
I just love that. That's an all-time great feeling, especially at a golf club.
100%. And
love Munich. Oh my God.
Is there anywhere better? I mean, just so open.
I always mix it up with Los Lagos, so I really don't know, but those are my 2.
I hate Los Lagos, so. Yeah, I don't know, but it's great, and especially because I'm a morning person, so I walk in and I'm just loud as shit first thing in the morning, and it's like some people are either like wakes them up or they're like, go fuck yourself, and I'm like, I don't care, I'm going to be loud and loud some more. But yeah, an 88 today.
The tee time for this Sunday.
Ooh,
at 7:50.
Love it.
7:52. For me, that's perfect. You want it to be in the 7s.
Yeah.
Me. Anywhere in the 7s, that's the prime time right there.
And you still have your whole day. Like, there's no.
I hate afternoon twilight golf. I mean, I do love getting a quick twilight round in, but anytime that I have, say it's a Sunday and we're going to play at noon, like, no. I can't do something before. I need to wake up and go straight to golf. That's the best feeling.
Yes.
That's the best feeling.
100%. And there's nothing else crowding your head. I mean, you don't have time to have a bad day, because that's what most of my shit. It's like something happens before golf. I go in, bad mindset. Can't have that. I need to be fresh as daisy.
Exactly. And so KB, I don't know who challenged who, but KB, I think, challenged me to a round of golf. Stroke play.
Just straight up
stroke play for $100. Pretty much paying for the other person's round.
I mean, that'll be fun. Last time I played KB for money, I don't think he paid up. So don't expect to get your money.
Whoa, that's big time.
That's all I'll say. No, it was a fucked up situation because it was me and Drew CJ versus KB and I forget which one of their friends. It was like one of like
Colton or something.
KB's friends, but I mean, me and Drew just scraped him, and then like it was unfair, and so I think I told him to keep his money. But when someone says keep your money, it's like a keep it. You know what I mean? Send it to me in 20 minutes. Keep it.
So I have a question for you, Jim. Do you think it creates more controversy or more room for controversy or less room for controversy offering to have like free fixed lie, essentially? Like almost like scramble rules in terms of like, I guess, allows you to be more friendly with yourself, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we're still playing.
Like if it's in a shitty lie or whatever, I don't want you fucking hacking at tall grass or whatever. Like for me, that's just how I enjoy my rounds of golf in a normal setting. You know?
No, I completely agree. I played winter rules today. I mean, it's raining. It's still winter. Lift, clean, replace. You know what I mean? Right. So if you're wherever you're at, you get a little bump. And it's
because that way you don't have to be like on each other wondering, did he fix his lie over there? Did he fix his lie over there? This, that, you know?
Exactly. But again,
do you think it's smart, or do you think it's more like, oh, you're scared to play real rules?
No, I think when we're like, there's no reason for us to be hitting out of shitty lies. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, obviously it'll be good for our game down the road, but it's like right now we should probably just be trying to hit the fucking golf ball.
Hard enough.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like it. That bumping's nice. Like, obviously, like the one I played in 2 weeks ago, it was like everything straight up, like no bump, like every putt has to be in the hole, like crazy. Yeah. And so it's like, fuck, like that.
So what rules do you think we should play under? Like, should we play like no good goods, like all the way out? Like, what do you think are the best rules to play by?
See, if you're gonna do good, it's like you almost
like OB re-tees. I think what we agreed on is if it goes out of bounds, we're playing it where it goes out of bounds.
What do you mean?
For a drop.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can do that, or you can. I mean, essentially, like the rules state you can hit a provisional, and it's like you're hitting. I think it's 3 off the tee, but you're not getting the distance out of that. Like, I don't know. It's
yeah. No, I feel it.
But yeah, I would go with just give your guys self a bump. That way, you're not having to hound on each other and be like, is it just you two playing?
Well, we're gonna be playing with my roommates Dante and Will, but it's just us competing.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I guess you could go the other way where you send Dante and Will with one of you and be like, "Hey, no bumping, rules officials." But yeah, and forgive me is like good, like
that's anything, always on the players, yeah.
Or you can just do anything inside your putter length. You know what I mean? Like take one putter and it's like if it's within this today, like we're giving it everything else got to be made. That way there's no bad blood, because that's the first thing that happens is you give one putt, you don't get one back, and then you miss. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, this isn't what I signed up for.
Yeah. I'm literally so excited, but I haven't golfed in so long, so I could be walking into a trap here. But I just decided to myself, bogey golf is going to win the day, and I'm going to play smooth, simple, annoying golf. That's what I'm going to do. Just got a bunch of clubs. I think I got a total of 8 clubs and a bag.
From where?
For $50 on OfferUp.
Huh. What kind of clubs are you talking?
I was missing some middle irons. So I got a 3 iron. I had a 4 iron. I got a 5 iron. I had a 6 iron. I got a 7 iron.
That's crazy. You're playing without a 7 iron. It's crazy. I mean, you're old enough to where you should have a similar set of, you should have all.
No, actually clubs. I had the 7 iron. I got all the clubs, even the ones that I already have though. Like
keep those.
I got a 4,
take,
but I have them for whatever. Included in this bag was a 7 wood.
Sick.
Which I'm stoked on, which was actually the original like inquiry I made to the guy. And then I just asked, like, do you have any other clubs? And he's like, yeah, I got this bag.
What do you plan on hitting your 7 wood? I hit a 7 wood too, and it's so nice.
second shot out the rough.
I know, but like, you think it's like gonna be like a 200 club for you, 190?
Oh, I'm not a yardages guy, Jim.
Love that.
I'm an all vibes guy.
That's crazy.
You see how far it is, like you range it out, just like free throws. Like when you're taking a jump shot in basketball, do you fucking measure how far away from the hoop you are?
No, but I
go,
don't have different clubs for my hand, like it's
That's the difference between you and me, Jim.
he's got the
I
interchange.
live my life a quarter mile at a time. That's the difference.
Crazy. Speaking of ball though, I went and watched Christopher versus Westmont CCS final. So it's my dad's best, like, two good friends coaching both teams, right? So it's kind of like a win-win, whoever wins. Christopher had beat 100%. Christopher had beat Westmont 3 times that year already. This is the fourth
hard
time.
To beat someone 4 times.
Hard to beat someone 4 times. So they're going into the game, and
is Boog on the bench?
Boog's on the bench, and yeah. So we start the game, like, a lot of energy, emotional. Fans are feeling it, kicking the bleachers, defense,
Familiar with each other, very familiar.
Very familiar, and that's going both. I mean, every time your team's on offense, they're hitting or the other team's on offense, they're hitting the defense. It's going crazy. Lots of turnovers, just emotional basketball. So anyways, I think Westmont losing after the first. Westmont up by 1. They're losing by like 7 after the first. Up by 1 going into half. Down by 1 going into the fourth. And then fourth quarter, Westmont has a junior that's pretty good, and their senior had been stroking all night, like wet. Anyways, Westmont's up 4, and there's about 20 seconds left, and the air is out of the stadium. You look at Christopher's bench, and you're like, kids are already like on the verge of tears. Like it's all but over. But you play the games out. So they run the inbound play, and I don't know if you ever had this on your team where they, like, after a made shot.
What? Stack them up?
No. After the made shot.
That's a classic. Sorry, Jim, but why don't you ever see that in the NBA?
The stack, like, the 2-man stack?
Rim, like underneath the rim inbound, and the 4 guys, like, one's on the block.
It's the worst play in basketball. It's the worst play in basketball. It doesn't work at the NJB level. It's not going to work at the fucking NBA level.
That was every team's go-to. I'm sorry, I interrupted the story though.
No, I mean, you're right though. But they're taking it out on the other side. They're on the other side of the floor, so their basket's on the other end. About 20 seconds left. So they run the inbound play where you throw a guy, you make the guy run out of bounds onto the baseline, and you can pass the ball the baseline, right? As long as he's established his foot out of bounds. The other team freaks out, doesn't know what's going on. That guy becomes the inbounder. And so they put their best shooter as the inbounder. They get that guy the ball, or that guy runs out of bounds, gets the ball, and he just immediately passes it to the shooter. They foul him. Perfect. Now Westmont's got their shooter on the line. 18 seconds left, up by 4. Shooter goes to the line, makes the first. Boom.
Up 5. Okay.
Up 3. Sorry, they were up 3. That puts them up 4. That puts them up 4. So he makes it. Game's essentially over.
How much time right now?
18 point something seconds.
Okay.
Misses it. Christopher gets the ball, outlets it. Guy dribbles down, like, takes probably 3-4 dribbles, hits a crazy 3, puts them to 1. And so now there's, I think, about 10 seconds left. 10 seconds. Yeah, no, probably 12. I forget what it is. They do the same thing. Get the shooter the ball. So now Westmont up 1 has to make 1 or 2 free throws. 2 preferred. 1, you're in a little safety zone. Make them make the 3 if they want to win 2 to tie. Anyways, misses the first. And you see immediately his shoulders just sink, and it's like, oh, fuck. He's missing.
Second one never had a chance.
Never in a million years had a chance. Hits the back of the rim, kicks long, and the guy from Christopher takes it and just busts his ass down the line. Boom, boom, boom. They get it, make a little quick layup. Now they're up 1, and it's like, fuck. And there's, I think, 4 seconds left. Up 1. Westmont calls a timeout. So they pull up this play, and they had, like, play somewhat works out. Guy takes 1 dribble and has this kid wide open in the corner. Throws it right into the defender's hand. Like, no ball fake whatsoever. Just throws it right into the defender's hand. Knocks it out of bounds. 0.8 on the clock. They run a lob play. Half inch away from fucking making it. Didn't make it. Blew the game.
Oh, man.
One of the best high school basketball games I've seen in a long, long time. It was crazy.
Were there big 6 mans?
Christopher had a decent 6-man. Westmont not.
Was our 6-man really special?
Yeah, we just traveled. That was what was different. It was like we didn't give a shit. We were just like, it was something to do on a Wednesday or a Friday night. You know what I mean? Like, it was just fun. Like, no one else, they could give a shit about their basketball teams.
What other schools had the best like 6-mans like at their place?
Our years?
Yeah.
Leland. Yeah. I mean, Leland was always fun.
Piedmont, right?
Piedmont. That's what, dude, I was just talking to a guy.
That was an old school gym.
Jiu-jitsu. Yeah, it was like a junior college gym. Wooden bleachers, just sky high, and just rowdy games. I mean, there was no one I love playing more than Piedmont. As a white man coming into a school like that and then winning, it was just like, oh, it felt great. I don't know why. It was just like we weren't supposed to. We were not supposed to win. Anytime we walked into Piedmont, you know,
no, Piedmont always thought they were so tough. Every sport.
Yes.
They thought they were the biggest tough guys. Classic.
And it's the classic. You punch them in the face right away and see what they do. Rob's friend, Stretch Goer,
he was nice.
Elbowed him in the face first play of the game, and that man backed off me the rest of the game. I said, let's go. So set the tempo, and Rob said,
it
you
really
didn't have to
works,
do that.
man.
It does. No one wants to get
There's
hit.
There's a reason why the highest level of basketball up until the rule changes of the late 90s or whatever was played that way.
It's effective, you know, cheap but effective. That's my strategy. But yeah, no, it was a crazy game, and I don't know, it just gave me the itch to watch more basketball. I was like, I tried watching NBA shitty, so I think I'm gonna get back into some college basketball. It's where it's at.
Flag, bro. Flag Nation. Cooper Flag.
Oh, I thought you were saying like flag basketball. I was like, that's fucking new. Haven't heard of that sport. No, Cooper Flag. God hates flags, man. I mean, he's the best.
He's so fucking silky smooth. It's unreal. Pause. He is the best college basketball player I've ever seen.
It's not even close. Like, him to the second guy might be the biggest gap in college basketball we've ever seen.
I didn't see Kareem. Kareem was probably pretty fucking good at UCLA. I'm sure fucking Walton was pretty fucking amazing. I'm sure Wilt went crazy at Kansas, but
yeah, I mean,
like he's sicker than KD at Texas.
I was gonna say the modern style of basketball. It's just he's like the first, and I feel like I've been saying this a lot about people lately, but I feel like we're just at that age where internet kids are becoming famous athletes, right? And so it's all they've ever known is the highlight plays, like that style of basketball. It's all they've ever seen. They've never even seen shitty basketball be played because it's only highlights they've ever seen. I don't know. And it's like you're seeing that in MMA. It's like all the kids born in like 2005 now are starting to be sick. It's weird to see. It's so weird to see, like, birth year 2003, and they're like, what?
Anything before like the time I got my cognitive memory is still like, oh, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, I would say I got my real own brain at 2007-ish, 5th grade, 6th grade. Like, that's when I was like, okay, I was like my own person a little bit. I'm not like fully, obviously, but like, you know, I was making my own friends and choosing what activities I want to do and like making memories, right? You know, like before that, I literally don't remember 1st grade. Couldn't tell you one thing about it.
Really?
I transported straight from kindergarten to 2nd grade. Even in 2nd grade, I couldn't tell you anything about 1st grade.
That's crazy. Like I
Like
remember,
transported. I realized in that moment, I was like, whoa, like it was like a Matrix moment,
yeah. I mean, just got dropped off in second grade one day, and you're like, "Oof, I'm here
That's
now."
exactly how it felt.
That's
And
so.
to this day,
That's so weird because like sometimes you even have like the false memories and shit of like it's like I probably most of mine are probably those or like once were memories that I just keep telling over like you know what I mean repeating myself and it's like they probably changed so much but like the root of it there is a memory there that was real once upon a time. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I remember some things in kindergarten. Like I remember not meeting Philip Lopresti, but I remember me and him scheming in kindergarten, plotting on hopping over this fence and getting out of there and like running away from school and just being like peace. Like I
wow.
vividly in kindergarten. And then
Wow, that's pretty badass. You Shawshank kindergarten?
me and Phil were legends over there. PM kindergarten. I mean, we had two
You're
classes.
a PM kindergarten kid? That's gross.
Oh yeah, that's sick. That's it. Our PM class
Oh,
was so much better than our AM class. Like if you go back and you look, I mean, the AM kids had like more of the average, but the PMs were all of the athletes, smarter kids, like all that
yeah.
sort and like, you know, high highs but very low lows in the PM. That was but
What age is T-ball or what grade would T-ballers be in?
6, so like preschool, kindergarten. And then farm would be like 7, 8, or yeah, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11. What?
Well, I was on a T-ball team with Jake's, us, back-to-back champs.
Picture in Jake's.
Picture in Jake's, the picture that no one was there for. There was a miscommunication, and so that was like literally half the team.
Oh yeah, I mean it's empty.
It's
Are
just, like,
you in
one
it?
row.
You're in it though. It's you, David, Audrey. You're not in
I'm
it.
not in it.
Oh,
David's in it though.
David's in it.
We
Audrey's in it.
gotta go put. I'm telling you, Jim, we gotta go do this. We gotta find like just like a nice photo of like the boys being somewhere drinking maybe or whatever, and like go put it in various bars in San Jose.
We have the kickball championship from Volo like the last few years, and that one like fits perfectly inside.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? Like you put it on a little plaque that says like thanks for the sponsorship. You don't even have to put a year. It would be hilarious if you put 2024 though and just like stuck it up and see how long.
Well, think about it. If you're putting it up there, you're kind of taking a bet on someone being too lazy to put it down.
Or
I like getting on lazy.
And new management's not going to check in and be like, "Hey, were these guys really sponsored by us?" Like, no one's going to do that. It's just going to stay. I saw one at the Garrett though, and I was just in the hallway fucking around, and they have a Weird Al picture sign, and I was like, "That's strange." Like,
that's sick though.
I should put my own headshot up there and make it seem like I'm a
celebrity.
Exactly.
Dude, especially with the power of ChatGPT. I've been fucking around with ChatGPT. I'm considering paying $20 a month to go pro for unlimited images and unlimited whatever. You could just say like create me this image and it just does it. Like just describe something.
Yeah. Have you used Grok?
No.
So
see, I always thought that it was like another AI app that did it, like not ChatGPT, but a specific other one does it. What's Grok?
Grok's Twitter's version of ChatGPT, and it's like just as good and just as great. Like, I mean, it's a little unhinged. Like, you can make it as unhinged as you want because of Elon, but like, I mean, it's wild. It does the same thing. Like, the pictures are pretty fucking good coming out of there. Like, it's pretty legit. I had it read my MRI images a couple days ago.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Elon Musk AI chatbot estimates 75%, 85% likelihood Trump is a Putin compromised asset.
That's probably it.
Shout out Grok, dude.
That's the thing. Like, Elon's like tries to be like, oh, it's so based. Like, you know how Elon talks, it's so fucking annoying. Like a 13-year-old kid, but he like puts his foot in his mouth sometime. You know what I mean? Like that thing says some things. I'm like, oof, like probably not what Elon would have wanted it to say in that situation. But that's, I feel like
Twitter's a wild, wild place, and it makes me feel old because I don't actually fully get how it works.
Twitter?
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't get how it works?
Like I started a brand new Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't follow anyone, but yet I have a feed.
Yeah, because it's just determining how much time you take on certain posts, like where you hover over, what you could possibly.
But is there a way to go to just like seeing people you follow?
Yeah, they have that tab that's following versus whatchamacallit now.
I need to spend more time on there. Anytime I go on X or Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
I always end up just looking up like street fights.
That's honestly, like, I just got my algorithm back to, you know, not street fights, because it was street fights, people jumping off buildings. It was fucked up for a long time, and that's the thing though. Like, it actually curates to what you are looking at.
That should be a browser thing, or like an option on Instagram or something like that, like algorithm reset.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm trying to enter a new phase in my life where I'm focused on this and this and this, and not this and this and this. Like, you should be able to type that into your Instagram ChatGPT AI Gemini.
Right.
You know?
But you pretty much do that anyways by searching those things. You're pretty much saying, this is what I want in my algorithm.
Not necessarily. Because once you scroll long enough, they're like, all right, I know you really want to look up like real estate stuff, but you kind of like fucking.
It knows what you like, and you stay there and you look at it. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
It's exploitative, Jim, and it's erroneous.
On all accounts, erroneous.
Dude, and I just figured this out with ChatGPT. So, been applying to a bunch of fucking jobs. Had like 10 interviews this week, like fucking doing so much. Because unlocking ChatGPT, I'm writing personalized cover letters with it, right?
It's incredible. I just did that same thing as well.
So I applied for this one at a casino.
Nice.
Like a night shift, overnight, evenings, whatever role. And I said, write it in the tone and voice of Robert De Niro's character from Casino.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
It's sick. You could do that for anything. You could be like, write it like Action Bronson.
Yes.
You could do.
It can write you music. ChatGPT, if you pay for it, can pump you out songs like it's nobody's business. Like, it's powerful. It's powerful as shit. It's sick though.
I want to get my Alexa set back up. I have it like in a box.
No.
Jim, they're listening, man. I got my phone on me.
No,
like, come on. They got me, Jim.
You don't need them to have free access. The phone, they at least have to do some digging for. The Alexa is just fucking all times like perked up. Hey, let me record this so I can turn it into the.
No, this is doing the same shit, Jim.
No.
The thing is about Alexa is there's no other speaker on the market that I know of that you just walk past it and say, play me this song. The music is the number one benefit of Alexa. Now with new ChatGPT level AI Gemini shit going on in there, you probably could just ask it like, why was John Adams so significant?
Yeah. I mean, you could always do that though, and it would give you some bullshit answer.
But it'll probably be better.
It will be, but I don't know.
It doesn't know everything too. Like, I was like, are you familiar with the Magic Golf Club where we're gonna play this Sunday? I was like, can you give me a hole description for each hole and how you want to play it? And they're like, no, there's no information about that anywhere.
Yeah, it's got to be. And that's the shitty thing too, is it's based on all data that's out there. So it's not like pulling data and then analyzing it. It's just like already pre-analyzed data that it can pull from. I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously if you present it with data, it can analyze that. But yeah, no, I just did same thing. Cover letter. I was like, hey, make this sound like I'm the best facilities manager you've ever fucking heard from.
Yeah.
Take all my stuff that I wasn't able to mention in my resume and that I'm mentioning here and put it in my. So it's like I have like 1 million square foot of this and that. I'm a this and that. I mean, it was perfect. It's crazy. It's so nice.
Sometimes
so
I have
easy.
to tell it to tone down. I'm like, look, don't overstep here.
Yes.
Like it says, it'll just start making up experience that you have.
Exactly.
Be like, all right,
Exactly.
let's not like let's de-emphasize the experience and re-emphasize the
Or like
willingness to learn.
the big one I use, the big prompt is always like, make this more professional, right? Like it's always like before I send emails, I'm like, just throw it into like almost every email I send now, I throw it into Chat GPT, and it like has such a distinct fucking formatting to it. It's like anyone who uses Chat GPT now, like it's very obvious to me. I'm like, oh, you just fucking ran like
But dude, you have to do the same thing if you're replying to an email. You're gonna have your own there's things you have to say in this email. There's this, there's this, there's this. Goodbye.
For sure. And it just makes it easy. It just streamlines everything. Like it's crazy that more people don't use it. And I feel like I was the first person at my work to start using it, and like my bosses multiple times like complimenting me on emails, and I'm like, this is a joke. Like it's chat, and
so good though.
I know. And then they start using it, and I'm like, okay, now we can't all be writing the same exact fucking emails. So I'm like fucking with different prompts now, and like, you know what I mean?
That's why you put the little Action Bronson in there.
Yes, yes, the Action Bronze. Nah, it's crazy though, and it's only getting better. That's the thing. Like that's compared to where it was 2 years ago. Like I don't know if you used any of it like 2-3 years ago. It was very, very much like what Google is. You know how like you Google something and like the AI gives you what you think you want as like a description answer. It was very much like that, and now it's like so different. But Sam,
I love that you kind of text kind of casually to it too. Like I'll give it one word replies, like, and it'll kind of know what I'm saying.
I still hit the please when. Can you please? I'm like, hey, let's keep this cordial. Let's when shit pops off, I want you to know that I was respectful through this whole process.
Same, bro.
Can you please?
Literally
do this?
same.
It's so
and
wild.
I feel like it's gonna come back one day like a Spotify Wrapped, and it'll give you like a report about your own personality.
Wow.
Like it'll be like, this is what we know about you as a person,
right?
From everything
based on the shit you've.
It'll be like whatever, you're gonna die of this at this age, but no, it'll probably be like, you're a fucking dickhead because you fucking never say please. Yeah.
What was I gonna ask? I was gonna ask you something else. Oh, you sign in when you use it though, so it has all your chat logs. Oh yeah.
But then it's like you run out of chat space today. But then it's like, just start a new chat, and then you could just keep going.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
But I think there is some sort of limit to how much you could use it, but not any more than you would need in a day.
Right. And like I've seen people use like the side button on their phone. Like mine's I put it on silence, but like some people have that as Chat GPT and just like the app. And so it's like,
really?
Oh yeah. You can set that. Kenny Corey's brother-in-law had it. And so we're in Hawaii, and he's like sitting there, and he's like, hey, what's this? And it's like, it sounds like he's talking to you. And then all of a sudden his phone just starts shooting back fucking answers. You're like, nope, definitely not talking to me. But kind of sick. Might be a little too much. I don't,
No, I mean, I think it's important to like really integrate it in seamless ways. So you don't have to go to the app for it. Like you could just audio. Like we don't utilize the technology enough, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, two sides.
It's also not good enough.
Yes and no. But like a lot of the things that we need day to day, or like information we need, is like so readily available elsewhere. You know what I mean? It's like if you want concise information, you have a little bit more time. Yeah, Chat GPT, but yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's not integrated well into the whole phone. Maybe it is better on the Google Gemini or whatever, because that's like the whole point.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
No, it's interesting. AI is one of those things, man. You don't know where it's going to go. It's gotten so good so quick. It's like you just can't even fathom where.
What about the robots?
What about the robots?
1 or 0?
Some are 1, some are 0. I don't like the humanoid ones. I think those are a waste of space. I don't think, like, everyone's trying to create ones that look like humans, and it's like those aren't going to be the most effective robot. You know what I mean? Like Boston Dynamics, like
Those have the
Elon's
same limitations as humans.
exactly. It's like I feel like the point of robots is to be, I mean, do the shit we
Like, it
can.
should have 8 legs.
Right, like shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, and maybe
More to utilize.
maybe I'm missing the point and they've tried that and it's not working, I mean, but I don't know. There's something about him that just seems.
But would you get like a humanoid one that it does your dishes, it folds your laundry?
I don't think so.
It's protection at night.
I don't. I mean,
like
that's the
$20,000.
thing. It's like it depends where the world. You know what I mean? Where's the world at? Like, are we all having them? Like, is it like something that's cutting back on hours of my day for free time? Like,
It feels like one of those things. Like, you don't want to buy the first iPhone.
right,
You know?
100%. That's what I mean. Let it
Screen doesn't work. Like,
let it murder
the
some
idea's
different people
there,
first.
but like let it improve a little bit. Let it marinate before you get one. But I could see when it's time to buy a house, buying a sauna and a robot to come with it. You know,
I don't see myself getting a robot. I don't know.
what's up for protection?
That's why you have guns. That's what I mean. Like, unless it's protection against
Guns
other.
don't work if you're asleep.
I mean, that's why you have security systems. But a robot, there you go. It's pretty much. But yeah, I don't know. Like, if it's against other robots, my boy's launching EMPs out and fucking shutting shit down.
If it is against other robots, we want the early generation robots, the ones without AI.
I see what you mean. Or yeah,
You've never
I don't
seen
know.
iRobot, huh?
What?
You've never seen iRobot, huh?
I have a long time ago. Shitty movie. I mean,
What was shitty about that movie?
it's nowhere near what robots are gonna be like or were like. You know what I mean, it was a good guess, but like,
They look like them.
and to my point,
We're on our way.
shitty. Like, there's no point of having humanoid robots, and that's the only. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of another robot movie that's I feel like better than iRobot. I don't know. Not Chappie. Chappie was decent. I'm Chappie. Chappie.
I don't remember.
It was like when we were in high school, maybe junior, senior
Like
year.
a garbage movie or something like that.
A garbage
Like,
movie.
not the movie was garbage, but it was like about a planet that was full of garbage.
Something like that, yeah. But that I feels like, you know what I mean, like a more sophisticated robot than the iRobot ones where like they were all programmed to do the same thing, you know what I mean? Like in the factory, you see them all lined up. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big robot guy. I don't think we're going to get as far along as people think we are. At least in our lifetime. You been watching the new Survivor at all? You watched last week? Oh, fuck.
Maybe. Is there only one episode out?
Yeah.
Or maybe 2 tonight or something?
Yeah, second one's tonight. Yeah.
I might have to get back on it. I've been on the new season of Next Level Chef.
Ooh, is that good? You're like the third person to bring that up.
That's the 100th time I've recommended that show on this podcast.
I know,
It's
and
so
Mikey always brings it up.
Mikey loves it. Exactly.
I can't.
Same thing every
I
fucking
don't
time.
know if I love.
It's so good. If you like cooking shows, of course.
I do, and I do.
And I don't actually. It's the only cooking show I've ever watched.
Huh?
Like continually.
And is it Ramsey? It is Ramsey, right?
It's not only is it Ramsey, it's fucking Blair. Richard Blair.
I don't know. I mean, it's probably right. I have no idea.
Aisha something.
Curry.
Three hosts.
Aisha Curry.
No, Naisha something.
Oh,
Harrington.
Nice. No idea. All right, maybe.
But I'm gonna follow on the Survivor. I don't like watching it like 1 week at a time. You know. Do you love that?
Yeah. Kind of love it. Gives you
I'll
something to
post
look for. It reminds me of the old days. You know what I mean? When you like couldn't watch anything.
Survivor was the #1 show where it's like, after this, you're going to bed.
What? Yeah. Oh, 100%. And it was always like some crazy CSI show on after. So it'd be like go from
Literally.
Survivor to like a murder scene,
Special
like
Victims Unit.
literally like someone falling out of a
SVU,
building.
That was SVU was the one where it was like they did a great job setting it up to where you did not want to leave when that first commercial. break hit.
It's
like that show was the best of that.
So good. I mean, even CSI back in the day was incredible. I don't know if you were a CSI guy, but CSI, I don't know. Was it Miami?
Special Victims Unit, CSI, SVU.
No, different. SVU
CSU?
is it's Law and Order SVU.
Law and Order SVU.
Bum 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 bum. It's so good. Mariska Hargitay. It's incredible. Yeah. Have you ever seen The Love Guru?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Smoking a pancake,
yeah, exactly.
bong in a waffle.
No, that's Austin Powers, different Mike Myers. But yes, I like where you're going.
Really?
Yes, yeah, it's Austin Powers.
No.
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
No, I think you're wrong. Love Guru, 100%.
Gold member, smoking a pancake. You're wrong. Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
But anyways,
sure?
I just looked it up and it says that you just put in smoking a pancake and fucking gold member pops up. But anyways, throughout that whole movie, he always just says Mariska Hargitay, which is the lady from Law and Order. Hilarious. So good. Such an idiot. Now do you believe me? I see you looking. Fuck, no faith, man. No fucking faith. Christ.
Oh, I believe you. Fuck.
I see it in the reflection behind you. You don't believe me. You do not.
That's crazy.
No, I don't. I can just see when your computer goes, your screen gets wider from pulling up the Google screen. I can tell. I was like, I know that face. But hilarious. Austin Powers. I mean, I said it a million times. It's the thing that got me into comedy. It might be the best trio of movies ever.
Honestly, really good sequels.
Really
good sequels.
Really good.
What's the first one? International Man of Mystery?
Yeah.
Okay, The Spy Who Shagged Me was so good, and so was Goldmember.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not, there's no, like, it's like 1A, 1B, 1C. Like, they're all
100%.
And Will Ferrell's electric in them. Seth Green, electric. So good. So good.
Yeah.
All right, you want to get into this draft?
Let's do it. Why not, Jim?
All right.
Played some hoops today, so.
Really? How's that going? You've been hurt at all? Your back holding up?
No, I feel pretty healthy. Not in the best, like, basketball rhythm of my life, but I'm out there. I'm valuable. I've been winning games lately a lot. My team's been winning a lot, so I think that'll speak for itself a little bit. We had a guy at the gym today. Fucking guy's going for a layup. He goes chase down, fucking off the backboard, like top of the box. And this wasn't like a full court run out. This was like through traffic in the key. Like, it was crazy. Few
things in life are greater than pinning someone on the backboard. And it's
never
like,
known that feeling.
Oh my
Always
God.
Wanted to.
That's like one thing that, because I was like, I don't give a shit about fouls, right? Obviously, I'm going to get fouls. I would get like half of my fouls on like chase down, trying to pin people down. Like, and when you connect, and like there'd be some like, there's one picture I have, JD Hearn, who Westmont was dunking at the time, and like he was on a fast break. He like peeks back and realizes I'm right behind him, and I have the picture of me pinning it on the backboard, like you said, like at the top of the box, and I like clotheslined myself because my arm like got hooked on the backboard and like ate shit. But I have like the sequence of like the pin and then me like falling back. I'm like, it's so sick, so sick. Oh.
That's crazy. No one played harder than you, Jim.
I tried. But all right. What are we drafting today? We are drafting the worst types of guys to play pickup with. Is this accurate? Okay. Yeah. I mean, I might have some trouble here. There might be.
Go first, then. You go first.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Let's turn this up.
I wonder how many games of pickup I've played in my whole life.
Damn, I saw something on Twitter where someone was like, what's something you've done at least 800? I mean, name all the things you've done 800 times, 800 plus times. And it's like, pick up basketball, holes of golf. Like,
yeah, I think pickup's on there for me. I was thinking somewhere around 1,000.
Probably more.
There were some long stretches of my life where that was what I did with my free time.
That's what I mean. I would say probably more. Like, so you're what, 10 games a day on like those long days where it's like easy.
Oh, like you're literally saying even games.
Oh
I
yeah,
was just saying
days of pickup.
session.
Oh yeah, no, you've had over 1,000. Because think about it, like,
Yeah.
because you break it down. You did that what, a third of your year to year. Even if you did that 100 times over 5 years, and I think it's probably more than that. You know what I mean? I think it's on the upside of.
I think we're looking at like 10 times a month in its peak, if not more. Yeah, 10 times a month.
So 120, yeah, 120 a year. Yeah, I would say over 1,000 for sure. So you'll probably have a leg up in this draft. You played a lot more pickup than me, but I mean, this goes for pickup as well as regular basketball. So
Yeah, it goes for regular basketball too. Yeah. There are nuanced differences for sure, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And all right, the first one I'm going to go with, and the reason why this goes both ways, but specifically pickup, is the guy who sweats too much. And
oh wow,
we're going shirts and skins. You know, there's nothing worse than you're trying to put your hand on someone and you just, I mean, pickup players aren't typically in the best shape a lot of the time, and you just put your arm in their gut and it like sinks in and your arm is just like wet now, and it's like, fuck me, are you kidding me? Or anytime they back down, it's like your shirt, you weren't sweating, but now your shirt is sweaty from this fucking gross human.
Yeah, Kenny always used to say I was gross and sweaty.
Really?
And that's why I would beat him in one-on-one all the time, because he didn't want to touch me.
Good excuse. I mean, he's got a point. Got a kind of.
I think it was real and also an excuse at the same time.
I mean, there's nothing better than a built-in excuse. I'll say it to the day I die. I will do anything I can to get myself an excuse before I start something, just so I can say, hey. It's the classic John Jones. It's what greatness does, you know, builds excuses.
I'm on a coke bender, like I don't know what you expect.
Right, and I still kicked your ass, DC. But
dude, DC's a Gilroy guy too. That's the worst part.
Tough scene. But John Jones, the GOAT. DC never. But yeah, no, the sweaty guy also is like you said, you just don't want to guard him, and. You know, I won't say anymore because I feel like I'm going to start bleeding into other picks here. So, yeah, I'll just say that the sweaty guy, the worst guy to play with.
The sweaty guy is always the guy that never brings his second shirt, too. Like, you would think he'd learn the lesson, but he never did.
Right.
And he's the type that goes for offensive rebounds every time down the court.
And he's wiping his sweat with his own shirt and then just being like, his shirt is black by the time it's done. It's like, brother, we're not 10 years old anymore. Let's maybe a towel next time. But yeah, the sweaty guy, lock it in. Perfect. All right, you got one?
Yeah, absolutely. Been dealing with this one at my pickup run with a guy named James. It's the guy who every time he touches the ball, a shot's going up.
Yes.
Every single time, no exaggeration. There is not a time on the court where he catches it and it doesn't go up.
Now,
and it makes it really hard. Now you're playing 4-on-5 on offense because you can't swing it, you know?
That's what I was going to ask. Is he the guy, like, is he dribbling to create shots for himself, or is he just like anytime, as soon as he catches it, he's jumping into a shot immediately?
He's literally step back threes, hand in the face from Curry range. He literally is that. He's like, oh, I touched it all the way up here near half court.
Gotta go.
Like, and he'll do like a dribble move and be super off balance and shoot one too, but like he'll just pull from anywhere, and it's just like so fucking.
That's tough. Is he like the last pick? How do you guys pick teams?
Just first to show up, and then first 10 will shoot for it.
Oh, you.
But
shoot.
like, yeah, like he gets dogged on. Like people will be like, nah, like he thought he should have next, but he doesn't get on. Yeah.
No, one of those.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard him one time say, I'll fucking. They're like, look at the list. He's like, I'll go to my car and fucking show you.
Oh, that was that kid? Yeah. I remember saying that. Yeah. That's fucking nuts.
He deserves it all, but at the same time, like, he gets dogged on bad.
Yeah, I mean, a shooter in more ways than one. You got to love that. The
problem is he's a decent shooter. Like, you don't leave him open for sure.
Well, especially if you're shooting for teams and it's like almost guaranteed he's going to be on the first grouping. If he's a decent shooter, it's like, oh, fuck.
I have a basketball player that's only played basketball alone at a park or in a gym by themselves.
The worst.
Taking, it's just like, all right.
The absolute.
All of us are trying to play a sport, and you're doing your own thing, and that's annoying.
Exactly, and that's why you don't play. Is you're an asshole. Yeah. No, I've never really. I guess. I mean, there's a couple guys we played with that like had the green light at all times, and it's like that's different. But yeah, I mean, just a brutal scene having to fucking deal with someone always putting shots up.
I've seen colleges do the green light, yellow light, red light like system in their program to where it's like it's pretty much like around the world.
Right.
Like mid-range and 3, I guess, pretty much around the world. And if you get like a certain number,
I
think it's like a swish, you get a 2, and if it goes in, you get a 1, and if not, you get miss, or like something like that. If you miss, -1 or some shit, and you have to like, if you get 20 and above, you're
good.
Green light.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. And that's the thing too. Like sometimes the guy just has the hot hand, and it's like there's it might be once a year, and it's like fuck. Every heat check he throws up is going in. It's like, all right, you got the green light.
You don't tell Jack Bible not to shoot. I mean,
yes, you do. He's a defensive only guy. What the fuck? You 100% tell him stop shooting. Yes.
No, when you have a star on your squad, you let him cook. That's the point.
Okay.
I'm trying to make.
You picked the wrong example.
Some guys are that level.
Wrong example of Jack Bible. It was never the star.
Put some spec on his name.
Yeah, when he put some on mine. What the fuck? No, I like that though. The guy shoots too much. I mean, all the time. Nothing worse. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, we'll go with the classic. This guy's been around since the dawn of time. We're going with the cherry picker. Man who don't get back on defense. To your point, you're playing 5-on-4, and that guy's standing at half court waiting for the you know what I mean, to make it look like he just gotten back to throw the hand up to throw me the deep pass. Nah, motherfucker, we're not throwing it to you, and you're not getting the ball probably
you don't
the rest
see
of the
it
game,
anymore. You
which
really
is
don't.
Crazy because like
some places have a rule, no runouts.
What's no runouts? I mean, that's crazy. Just call it cherry picking.
Yeah, it's like walk. I think the exact thing is you can't make like a long pass.
That's also very dumb. Like,
of course, like you can't pass it across half court. You got to dribble it across half court or some shit.
Also dumb because if
I was like, what are we doing?
If the defense isn't getting back,
a game for us to all love and enjoy. We don't need to start making up a new game.
Exactly, new rule. It's like what is this? If the defense not getting back and someone's busting ass, yeah, they're gonna get the ball. But if someone's cherry picking, it's like it works itself out. That guy's never gonna be liked, never gonna get the ball. No one's ever gonna play that game.
Yeah. No, the run out was the J-Land special, man. Freshman year basketball. Playing big man, I would just box my guy out every time. Cooper would be the one to go get it. Before he's even grabbing the rebound and I know he's about to grab it, I'm literally opening up into a full sprint to the other hoop. And it's some fucking 6'4" like guy trying to run with me. I'm just like, all right,
I'll beat you every time.
It's gonna be a long fucking day.
Yes. I mean,
it opens up so much, like someone really running hard, running the floor.
And that's like, not to go back to Westmont Christopher, but like they never ran their break. Like every time they would get the ball, they would get it across half court and set it up. Or they'd like run the break just to like say they ran it and then set it up. It's like, dude, there's so many times where their post was just wide fucking, you know what I mean, sealed the guy. It was just like throw him the fucking ball. There's nothing better. Nothing better than a good seal down low after running floor to floor, coast to coast. Give me that.
That was the only way I scored. I probably scored 4 points a game.
Love it.
Just running down low. You know the Willow Glen break. Go to the corner. Fucking
horrible
get the seal.
break. Horrible break.
But I feel like no one ever actually used the seal, but it was always fucking there.
And we never ran it right. There's so many different cuts that you're supposed to do and back picks, and we just like
and drives off of it.
Yeah, like he just half-assed it. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. Yeah. But yeah, okay, the cherry picker. All right, what do you got? Round 2.
Ooh. This is an obvious one, but it's the guy that calls too many fouls.
Nice. Got that.
And side note, like sidebar, the guy who calls way too many fouls at the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. When they realize, hey,
That's even worse.
100%.
Haven't called it all game. You get a little body as you're driving to the rim, put the shot up, and then call the fucking on the floor body foul. You know, it's that type of shit. We had a scene, I remember talking about it on the pod, where a guy was just literally like playing the most physical brand of offensive basketball, but then calling fouls like on the body, like he's ripping through and fucking pump faking and banging bodies, and then he's like trying to call fouls on his rip through. It's like, dude, like
stop.
No one here calls a foul. We get one foul call per game, and it's just obvious ones.
Right. That's what I mean. The fouls pretty much call themselves.
Now we're fucking checking it up 10 times a possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal. I almost like, I forget where we were. We played where defense calls fouls, and it's like,
whoa.
Right. It's different, but it almost makes you have like, and you can't, I feel like you couldn't do it at just like a normal park. I think we were playing at someone's house where it was like, okay, like we're all under, mutual respect. We'll fucking call, you know what I mean? And it forces you to kind of be.
Then the offense starts going, hey.
Exactly. And it's like, no, I didn't tell you. It's bullshit. And that's, I don't know. That's like the one thing I hate the most is just like the politics that come into like, you know what I mean? Like you're saying late game, like everything was fine up until you realized you were down 3 and needed to score this possession. And then it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Come on. No blood, no foul. That's the way it should be.
That's right. That's why we just do fucking jiu-jitsu chokes.
100% hacking on the arm. Hard to
no
cut.
Blood, no foul.
Hard to cut someone on the arm.
Seriously.
We used to say that like growing up, no blood, no foul, and it would like always just turn into chaos. And it was like someone would start bleeding, like inevitably. It's like fuck. Yeah, no, I like that one. The guy that calls too many fouls, or I mean, it's not even too many fouls. Like it could be like running back and like he stepped on the line. You know what I mean? I've seen that too. And I'm like, stop it. That wouldn't be your call as a ref in the game. I'm not letting you fucking get away with it now. All right, I think you mentioned it, but the guy that's too physical. You mentioned the last one, but
player.
Exactly. The football player that comes in, the guy that's always hacking, and then I mean, is incredulous that you call the foul. You know what I mean? It doesn't think that it's a foul. It's like, all right, dude, you're way too physical. Setting back picks that are like
arms out.
100% of the time.
Arms out, like you run straight into his arm.
Right.
And
or
he thinks that's cool.
He knows that no one's going to call out a back pick, and he's just setting you up, waiting to fucking shoulder you into one. It's like, all right, come on, guy. But I will say, I've been accused of being too physical in pickup, but that's just going to get boards. People don't like when you reach for an offensive board. They're expecting you to run back. Not me.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to battle it. At some point, the rock has to meet earth, or whatever the expression is.
Yeah.
What is the expression?
I don't know.
It's something like that. Like rock has to touch earth at some point. Like if I'm guarding a big guy and he wants to go like down into the key, like he literally has to walk through me to get to the key.
Right.
Because at a certain point, I'm not doing my job if I just let you go wherever you want.
For sure.
So there's a level of physicality to.
No, 100%. But that's like, I feel like it's always sketchy too. Is like, you never know who's got what at a park. And it's like, hey, I'm just going to go.
No, yeah.
Not worth it. See you later.
I'll go home if it ever gets serious. Cause like, what are we doing?
Crazy.
Have you seen the video of the guy that has his shirt? He has his shirt like wound up like this. I guess the guy like swung a bottle at him before the video starts.
Oh shit.
And he just fucking has his shirt and he wraps it around the guy's fucking neck.
Oh,
yanks it to the fucking ground, and as the guy's getting up, just fucking knee to the head.
No,
yeah.
I have not. Is it playing pickup like where it started?
Yeah, it's on a court. Yeah.
No, I've seen the classic.
There's another one of the jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. You got the heel hook.
Never play basketball again.
Yeah, fuck it. I would have snapped that motherfucker. Every ligament in his knee would have been gone. That was so funny.
The best thing about that is if you snap one, you could probably just like he's gonna be in so much pain and so like
fuck him up after
that you could just switch to the next one.
absolutely just keep fucking
You
them
want to
up.
keep talking?
Exactly. Oh, that was so funny. That's my favorite one. When jiu-jitsu gets brought out in real life and everyone's sitting here like, it's so good.
Yeah.
So,
I was watching a Spin Chicklets video the other day, and it was like some former hockey player that does jujitsu regularly now, I guess. And Biz, Paul Bizamonte? Yeah,
Bizinet.
Yeah. He like went to like tussle with him, and the guy just threw him in a triangle real
Yeah,
quick.
it's not even.
It's so cool to see it in action because it's like, this is why I practice jiu-jitsu, so I could beat up my fucking drunk buddy who wants to fucking
100%. That's literally all it's for, is beating up your drunk friends. Nothing else.
Yeah. Like, I know you're personally waiting for the day that Matt Toscano gets out of control, probably tries to fucking beat up someone at the bachelor party.
Yeah,
and you're gonna be there, and you're gonna be there to go fucking full Nels.
Oh yeah, no,
For
someone's getting slept. I think it's gonna be his lawyer friend who's gonna get out of hand. I'm gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna put the hand on the shoulder. He's gonna brush it off, and it's just gonna be like, underhooks, snap.
I
down.
hope there's no blockade in this.
No,
occasion.
I mean, I
hope
would
it's blockade free.
I would hope so. I don't know. People just become the worst on it. They're the worst. But a few of the jerseys started rolling in, trickling in. We're getting some tricklings of jerseys. So
did you give me a Johnson jersey or a Landers jersey?
Johnson. Everyone got
nice.
Legit. I mean, Chinese legit, but legit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's always nice. There's 12 of them coming in. So like the last few days, I've just been coming home, package on the porch. I'm like, yes.
Package on the porch.
So good.
I never seen that name. Yeah.
Good feeling too. All right, round 3. What do you got for us?
Oh, it's back to me. It's kind of inspired from your first one. It's the guy who thinks it's cool to just play with no shirt.
Is it not?
Especially in an indoor setting.
Is it not? I mean, that's crazy. I might have to put
it's not, dude. All that sweatiness on your arm you described mainly comes from lack of shirt. Like, you get sweaty, you're nasty. Like, there was this kid, everyone else has their shirt on, and there's this one kid, he's like younger 20s, and he's like probably feeling good about his body.
I was gonna say, are you sure you're not just jealous?
Why not just put a shirt on? What's the benefit of being shirtless besides getting sweat all over the floor?
I mean, it's freeing. You don't have guys. That's the other thing that sucks about pickup is people are always tugging at your shirt. You have to wear a shitty shirt to pick up because it's never, you get bacon collar every single time. Your shirt's getting yanked when you're playing pickup one way or another, on purpose, on not. You know what I mean? They just yank the thing. Yeah, the fucking, your thumb gets caught in a shirt and it sucks.
No, dude. Put a shirt on, dude. If we're doing shirts and skins, we're doing shirts and skins. If we're not, everyone should be shirted. Be shirted.
I don't know. I think I'm on the young kids side.
It pissed me off, dude. I was gonna chirp him. I was gonna be like, dude, forgot your shirt, or what's the deal?
That's crazy. I think you're jealous of a 20-year-old kid's body. I think this is what this comes down to.
No, because I feel like I did that shit when I was in my early 20s, probably. But it's like, no, dude.
I mean,
we're at city sports. Like,
yeah, I guess. Hey.
Sure. Like, it's getting all over the court. I don't want to touch you. I can't hip check you anymore.
Say maybe to his advantage.
Check you.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. It's tough because I'm a guy that doesn't sweat a ton, and so I'm like, anytime I have the chance to go skins, it's skins, baby. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. As soon as, I mean, summertime at work. As soon as I get to my car in the parking lot, shirts off in the parking lot. I know it's different, but I'm just saying I'm a skins till I die type guy. I might be right.
I always wanted to be on skins if we're doing shirts and skins, for sure. Always awkward trying to do shirts and skins with a fat boy on the team.
The funniest shit ever. And like, you see the coach.
Always the funniest shit. You got one prepubescent fucking 14-year-old who wears an undershirt.
The worst. And the coach is trying to be diplomatic. He's like, either tells them they can be shirts, or he's like, oh, you can just keep your white shirt on. Like, that's fine. Yes. Like, even if they are skins, it's like, But I mean, just don't be the fat kid. That solves that.
Yeah, but you're a kid. I mean,
kids can't work out. That's crazy. Kids have to eat as much as they can. That's crazy.
No, I mean kids are in less control of their diet.
For sure. They're just eating what their parents give them. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
100%.
they're
But
having McDonald's every night.
that's what it's
They were in Whirlpool Wednesday with the rest of us. It's not like they're not living an
Dude,
active lifestyle.
there's nothing.
Character was built.
What?
Character was built on Whirlpool Wednesdays.
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, we would fuck with kids relentlessly, and they'd be like, okay, everybody float on their back. And then you would go around and just fucking scoop a big thing of water right in their face. And you'd see them like violently like convulse, like they just fucking, I mean, hilarious shit. And then
People nightmare fuel.
literally just like right up the nose, just fucking, and Mr. Gray would be like, no, you stop that right now. You stop that. And it's like worth it. Worth every second of Mr. Gray's head about to explode. Whirlpool Wednesdays were the best. When's the last time you had a nice Whirlpool?
I don't think I ever have. But
When I'm in a hot tub, like if I'm house sitting or something, I'm at a hot tub, I'll get a Whirlpool going all on my own, and I'll just like grab my knees and sit there and just spin. The best.
funniest shit ever.
It's
dude.
so
Just
funny.
imagine it.
That's what I mean.
I don't want a hot tub, bro. I want a sauna. I'm
Same.
so close to pulling trigger on a sauna. So close.
Why don't you get a pop-up?
Because I don't want a pop-up sauna.
Why not? I mean, it gets the job done. Where are you going to put a barrel or a regular sauna?
In my backyard.
I mean, but when you move, that's like a big thing. You got to like now have.
That's what's holding me back.
How long's the lease?
But at the same time, I've never used a U-Haul for one of my own personal moves.
Would that even fit in a U-Haul?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's much taller than 8 feet. I don't think it's taller than 8 feet.
No, but wide. Like they're just like awkwardly shaped. Like how big of a one?
8 by 4
Oh, that's
by
not
6.
bad. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
do it.
No, I know. This is why this is why I haven't done it, because I'm like, all right, what am I doing? What if I get kicked out of this place tomorrow? You know.
But you could probably disassemble, and someone will buy it
You
off
can
of you
take
in a
it
heartbeat.
anywhere.
Yeah,
You can take it. I don't even know how it's gonna get into my house, because that's the only way you get into my backyard.
There's no side yard.
No, it's like townhouse style.
Ooh, yeah, I'm sure it comes disassembled. Like the ones at Costco, I think like are like just slatted, where you're just like soup, just putting them in like real easy. But I know they're the best. Like pop-up's definitely not great, but if you got to do it,
Doesn't give me the same feeling. There's no Bluetooth, Jim.
That's not gonna have Bluetooth. What are you smoking?
It is.
I don't.
It does.
Okay, well you can play your phone.
And it has infrared.
Is it a full infrared sauna or is it?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Mm,
It has chromotherapy.
I don't know. Make sure. I don't know. The infrared's good, but I heard it's not as good. You can't get it as hot as
Rocks?
not even just rocks, but like doesn't have
But
to.
just the heat,
Yeah,
other type of heat.
exactly.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I don't want to be heated by lights. I mean,
Yeah,
what
but
is
it is red light therapy supposed to be phenomenal for you. So who knows? I don't know. All right, last round. Let's finish this off. Ba, ba, ba. All right. Ba. Guy who talks too much shit. I mean, nothing.
Yeah, you're killing the vibe. Bro.
Exactly. Harsh and the mellow.
We all are adults with jobs and shit, bro.
100%. And that's exactly what it is. It's usually the guy that's maybe he's not unemployed, but maybe he's driving for DoorDash and has got nothing else, mad at his own life. You know what I mean? Bringing it to the court. And it's like, hey, buddy, leave that there because we're just trying to play ball. I'm just trying to ball with my bros, you know?
I'm just trying to ball with my bros. Is that too much to ask?
Trying to ball with my bros. Yeah, no, it's the worst. And it's hard not to talk shit back too. That's the worst part. Is like you're just kind of like, you know what I mean? You're like ignore it, and then it's like finally like, okay, I gotta say something now. Like fuck this guy. And then that's when shit goes bad. But yeah, I mean, I think that guy is a piece of shit. The worst.
100%. Don't say worst types of people to hoop with.
a long list. The motherfuckers that shoot every time.
The ones that shoot
Nailed
every
it.
time. Yeah. That was my first pick.
Nailed
We're
it.
traumatized.
Did he play with you today?
He did. He was on my team, and I won a game with him.
Love that.
Dante and I are probably going to play some 2K in like 10, 15 minutes. It's gonna be sick.
2K golf?
No, we did. Maybe I should re-download. I have it.
That new one just came out and it's supposed to be fucking really good. I'm thinking about downloading.
Are you PlayStation?
Xbox, but is everything cross-platform now? I don't know.
Not with the PS4.
I got the Xbox fucking whatever too. I'm so bad.
The old one?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it is.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
it
I mean,
is.
I don't have the new one, so all right, let's look into it because that'd be fun to fucking get out onto the links. I'll crack some brews at home. Fuck it, let's go. Money. All right, what else you got? Last pick. What do you got for us?
Yeah. I am gonna go with. There's a couple that I don't know if they're the best people to hoop with or the worst. I'm just gonna say because it's top of mind, like former college hoopers or like people who are actually fucking good at basketball.
Yeah.
You know, the people that are cut above, the ones whose handle, like I remember one time I went to play at like 24 Hour Fitness, and there was this guy who like I feel like just finished playing JUCO, was like still in it, like
In
whatever.
shape too, right?
And he was a point guard, and he didn't miss any open shots, and he got wherever the fuck he wanted to on the floor. Like there was just no staying in front of him. His handle was so tight, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of fun when they're on your team because they're never the guy that shoots every time either. That's the like
right, trying to facilitate. Yeah.
If you cut, they find you. So like they're great to play with, but at the end of the day, sometimes it doesn't feel fair, you know?
Exactly. It's like they're having Richard Sherman on your team. Great when you're playing with them, horrible when you're playing against them.
Yeah.
And I mean, like you said, they like playing basketball the right way a lot of the time. So it's like if you are of actual basketball mind and you're like making the right, you know what I mean, right cuts, you're finding the open man, it's like they reward that shit.
And they honestly shouldn't even be on this list because they're pretty fun to guard too. They're never dicks. They'll cook you, but they'll never be dicks about it.
And they're in control, so it's not like you're not going to get hurt. It's not going to get crossed over, shoulder to the face. It's like everything is within reason.
And they want you to play good, hard defense too. So if you do, like, they'll reward you. You know, they'll be like, good job, man.
Yeah.
Like, nice D.
Now, that's a good pick. Like you said, the worst when you're playing against them, but when you're playing,
No, this was the other one. Honorable mention to the guy that stands underneath the hoop but never plays, and
Is
just
that a
talks
thing?
shit to everyone. Oh yeah.
I've seen
Every
that.
park
Like,
in America, there's a guy there that never plays, but he's always like talking shit.
oh, you're
telling
saying
people
like
what to
he
do.
doesn't play, like he's not on a team. He's just there to talk shit. Gotcha. Yeah, that was me for a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
He's just there smoking. He
Exactly.
fucking has his drink.
Yes.
Like he's just vibing out. He probably brought a speaker to the park.
right.
Like
100%.
he's probably the first one there. Like it's probably his hoop run. Like,
or
he probably
right,
told
his
him.
ball. He's running
Like
the shit.
he's there at more than anyone else is. Everyone knows him, but
Just never
Yeah.
playing. I like that. The complainers, the worst too, but I feel like we kind of tied him into a few of the other ones. I also the guy that's
pressers,
what?
full court pressers.
Right. The guy who
Don't pick me
only
up.
passes though, almost as annoying as the guy that only shoots. I mean, it used to be Kenny Sullivan fucking JV basketball. It was like, shoot the fucking ball. You're open. You know what I mean? Like you might not be great, but like, hey, if
Put it up in flow. We'll get a board. Like,
exactly,
something will happen.
100%, because they're not guarding you right now. And then this one's funny, but it's always the guy that shows up with the jersey, sometimes matching jersey and shorts combo, and is like, let's go. And everyone's like, you can't tell if he's serious on the spectrum or what's happening, but it's hilarious every
You
time.
kind of appreciate it though.
Exactly.
Like he made an event out of it. Like
They
he took
play
his
hard.
time.
I remember the famous one of the guy who showed up in all the Michael Jordan shit went famous a few years ago and like got to meet
guys
MJ.
to like play like
yeah,
it too.
yeah,
Holding the
exactly.
ball and shit.
Incredible. But those guys are just funny. They're harmless. But sweet. That's it. Nice. Hell yeah.
Well done, dude.
Let's go.
Good
You
to
got
be back.
anything? What's up?
I said it's good to be back.
Oh yeah.
Looking
Great.
forward to this summer.
Coming up
And,
quick.
dude, I literally can't wait. It's the ultimate like feeling when you have a tea time and it's at the end of the week and the week just goes by way slower because you have a tea time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we got a tea time this weekend. We ran into, I'll let you guess, an old Willow Glen legend who played baseball. And me, Matt, and Jay Hutch went downtown San Jose, grabbed a couple beers after work on a Friday. Nikki was there. Andy was there too. But
How is Justin?
no, not JB. Not JB. I wish I see him all the time. He's the best.
Oh, I know who you saw.
Who?
D'Amico.
No, he played baseball. This kid played baseball. If I give you one more
D'Amico
clue,
played baseball. What are you talking about?
that's what I was saying. I was agreeing. Like, no, but he played.
Oh.
He also played baseball.
Oh.
D'Amico was the best. Don't try and put that smut on me. Fuck you,
I
man.
played NCAA against D'Amico like when it first came out.
He's the
dude.
best. Lefty.
Yeah.
Lefty.
But you're saying I know this guy for sure?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Lefty?
Yeah. My grade.
Your grade?
In
I don't know too
the
many
friend
people.
group. He's in the friend
It was
group.
you. It was you. It was Hutch. Hutch not lefty, is he?
No,
It was you, Hutch, Matt, Kenny, Corey.
he's a
Corey,
grade above,
older,
but yeah.
who
And
played baseball.
his name starts with a W.
A W? All right, just tell me because I'm feeling
Wes
like a dick now.
Malik.
Oh, Wes.
Wesley.
Yeah, I didn't know he was left-handed. So
Oh, yeah. See, I
it
would have
didn't
thought
help,
that
and
would have.
then
Yeah.
I probably maybe could have got there, but
No, but
I
he
remember
was.
Wes Malik fucking at Dana's party. right around
Oh,
corner
the
from your house.
best on the roof, grabbing
my
the
God.
power line. Thank God he was grounded. I mean, just incredible scenes. That turned into a baseball
He
party.
lived it. He's like, this is the moment. Yep. No one's gonna give a fuck. I'm gonna get away with it. Everyone's gonna love it.
And everyone was
Pro-
fucking. Oh,
Obviously, Project X was out.
Dana, I totally forgot that happened. Someone was donkey kicking the fence. Someone broke the fence. One of the baseball guys, I forget who it was. But it was like incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, that was that wasn't good. The garbage cans went over the fence at some
Yes.
point.
I mean, just having
Was
fun.
her in it, maybe?
No, she got in it and someone kicked it over. Someone ran into it with her in it,
Yeah.
and she came spilling out like a hooker out of a cake, but it was a hooker out of a trash can. Incredible scenes. I mean,
What's the worst thing you did that night? It's okay. Statute of limitation.
I forget. I don't think I did anything terrible that night.
I did one thing.
What was that?
It was we went into the bathroom and people had like pretty much fucked it up a little bit already. Like there was some tagging, I think. Like there was some shit. It looked a mess. And me and Matt Melendrez fucking cracked open a beer and fucking partied like we just won the fucking
kind
World
of sick.
Series.
Kind of sick. With it
I was
being
like, all right, this ain't the worst.
Right.
Let's fucking party.
you can
huh?
clean this up, and it was so close to your house. It was just so nice. You know what I mean?
It was
It's like
money. I'm sure. Do you remember how we got there that night? Pre-gaming or anything?
no. I think I
The
got
worst
there.
of the memories.
I don't think I think the Leland guys were there before. Yeah, the Leland guys were there before us. And so Matt McLaughlin texted me. He was like, "Hey, bring my beer bong to this Willow Glen party." And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing there?" And so
Yeah.
I brought, and that's why I don't
Dude,
know if we
pulling
went to-
up to addresses was such an era, dude.
it's so crazy.
It's so crazy. You walk in, feel the vibe. All right, it's cool. Like let's fucking
exactly like
let's drink. Let's start drinking. Like,
absolutely wild. Like
where do you go to school?
100%.
It's almost like we were like more social and proficient at networking back then.
Dude, without the phones, they're ruining everything. It really is. It's crazy. It's a shame.
Yeah, but you know they help us podcast, Jim, and for that we're grateful. They help you guys listen out there, and shout out to Beyond in stores near you. No artificial dyes or preservatives or any of that bad stuff. Just get the high quality stuff. We appreciate Beyond for helping us do this podcast. And shout out Manscaped. Shout out. Free shout out.
I'll leave it in there, I guess. Todd was shouting out Gillette on the last podcast.
Oh my God, that guy needs to lock in.
Hey,
Happy to see Todd 1-on-1, whatever sport he wants. I'm
wow.
ready.
Wow.
Basketball.
We're looking for a
Whatever
house
you
to
wanna
move
do.
in. We're looking for a
I know
house.
basketball is your sport. I know like that's what they got on lock, but
Let's go. Hey, he
I'm
will be
ready.
happy to hear the gauntlet was thrown down. Me and him and Book are looking for a 3-bedroom place right now. So we looked at one on Clark Way right next to Willow Glen, and it was a bust, or else we would have been in there like swimwear. So we're finding something. But I'm letting him know you threw down the gauntlet. Maybe that's a series we can run.
Hoops. Yeah. What was the gauntlet I threw down the first time anyway? Oh, sports trivia. Never did it.
He's soft. He won't.
This is turning into a pantheon.
This is a pantheon.
Is that the wrong word?
Yeah, the pantheon is the place in, I think, Greece where the gods were. This is turning into a pentathlon.
Oh yeah, pentathlon. Yep.
I like it. You're
Pentathlon.
gonna be our Bruce Jenner, Josh Jenner.
That's right.
Look at him go.
Wheaties.
Yes, I'll start calling you Caitlin. Caitlin Landers. All right. Thank you.
Rick.
Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace.